Whoa. Okay, now we definitely need to come back here. Like, it's beautiful, but it's also so freaking creepy. Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay, that was really weird. I swear I just heard, like, a kid talking. They tell you, if you hear something behind you, don't look back, because that's the spirit testing you. You're telling me I don't understand. Can you tell me what I'm supposed to understand? Whoa. Okay, that was like a metal ping or something. It sounded like it was behind me. I feel like something's playing with me, like it's testing me. The only thing I could see is this, but how would that, unless something fell off a tree, I don't know. Okay, I legit just saw somebody down there. No way. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new adventure. We are here in Nikko, in the more kind of middle to northern part. We're definitely north of Tokyo. So I kind of didn't expect to really even start this adventure off where we are starting it off, but I appear to have found something. So we are heading into another haunted location that's about 25 minutes away from here, and it's getting more and more desolate. There's a lot of forests in this area, and as I'm driving through, I'm like, whoa, that's not something you see every day. I think I've spotted a cemetery just over there, kind of in the actual forest itself, which it just looks so creepy that I had to stop and take a look. And then this is kind of a weird spot because there's really nowhere to park properly, so I did manage to find a spot, but I had to kind of do this weird loop around. But let's go over there first. I'm going to explain later on more about this haunted location that we are going to be getting to in the next little bit. But let's walk through here and see what this is all about. Okay, so I think this might actually be part of the cemetery. Looks really, really old. It's just kind of sitting out here, just literally in the middle of the forest, which is kind of like, to me, something that you generally, especially back home, you don't see stuff like this all too often. And I kind of just, I'm like, I gotta see this. This is pretty freaking wild. What is that? I hear something. Okay, anyways, so there are some flowers here. Some of them are withered. So normally people come and they make offerings to the dead. I don't see anything in particular over here, but this is pretty freaking cool. And then there's a whole bunch more all the way down there. So let's go check that area out. I did not expect to find this today. This is kind of the cool thing about when you have a car and you're kind of roaming around here in Japan, and you're kind of doing these like areas that people generally don't come to. Like, I don't really think I've seen even one tourist. I went to one area earlier today, did a bunch of vlogging over there, saw tons of waterfalls and beautiful stuff, and it looks like it was mostly just Japanese people there. So this is like extremely different, that is for sure. Wow, that looks really cool. Damn, look at this. So some look somewhat new, like those over there, these over here, but there's other ones that look so freaking old that they've probably honestly been here for like, who even knows how long, hundreds upon hundreds of years, most likely. There are some flowers, so people clearly still come to visit. What the heck was that? Something back there. We are in bear territory, so we kind of do need to watch our butts a little bit, but damn. Like there's like a little Buddha back there. I think that's a Buddha. Looks like Mr. Buddha. He is very old though. He's clearly been there for a long time. Oh, there's another like kind of hidden one back there. Like tripping over stuff. Well, this is clearly not the entrance to back there, but just the kind of, like, the setting itself is pretty astonishing right now. I mean, I know we're kind of on like a moderately busy road, but I'm really loving this. You guys know me, if you've been watching long enough, you know I always got to stop and see interesting looking cemeteries. And this is definitely an interesting one. Clearly somebody made an offering here. Looks like just a regular glass of water. It could be sake, I don't really know. There's some incense sticks in there. Wow. Let's get behind there and take a look at those too. There's a whole bunch back here as well. Oh, somebody left a bottle of Coke. Interesting. I don't think I've seen anybody do that before. There's a random cloth here. I don't know why. Very interesting. And I kind of noticed this too. I think it goes even further back. There's a feather here. Oh yeah, look at that. There's more stuff back here. I think that's a grave anyway. That one probably is too. I don't know if it was originally like that or if it's just broken. I'm not too sure. But these are like some OG graves right here. I really cannot figure out what that is. Someone's speaking like on a loudspeaker, but I don't know what they're saying because I don't speak Japanese for one. Well, looks like we've started this adventure out on a very interesting start. Okay, let's get further down the road and actually try and aim to get to where we were getting in the first place. Okay, we have finally made it to the main objective here for today. I kind of wanted to see this with some daylight left. We still have about an hour and a half before the sun actually goes down. This place is called Kanmangafuchi Abyss. I had to actually write it down, but basically the Serene Gorge is lined with dozens of jizos statues, which I have a few of them right in front of me, and they are said to protect the souls of children. Now there is a legend that does happen here. Apparently sometimes these statues will actually move themselves, like they'll turn, or sometimes they do tell you to count the number of them when you're going in. Apparently there's a whole bunch of them just down here, sometimes coming back out. I might actually do that tonight instead when it is dark and kind of spooky. I was just talking to somebody who's doing some van camping behind me over here, really super nice guy from Bulgaria, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I slept here last night. I didn't realize I was sleeping in a haunted area. And I'm like, yeah, apparently this area is supposed to be pretty freaking haunted, but let's go in and actually explore it first, and then we'll come back and we'll do a little bit of an investigation later on tonight. Maybe we'll even camp here. I don't know yet. I have no plans. I'm just kind of doing a bunch of adventures, and we're probably going to combine them all together. So this is the first set of them. As you can see, they are small, exactly like little children, and people have made offerings here. I don't have any change in my pocket, otherwise I'd make an offering as well. I'm not really sure what these buildings are back here. Kind of cool looking, but probably just something for this specific area. And there are a bunch of cherry blossoms in here as well. That is amazing. We haven't totally missed it. The one thing I had realized after, because a lot of the cherry blossoms were so late this year, going to the Philippines, I was going to basically end up missing most of it. But coming back, there's actually been quite a few trees that are still like more or less fully bloomed. A lot of them have kind of lost their leaves already, but there's still a whole bunch here that we can go and take a look at before we get further in towards where all these jizos statues are. Got a cool little almost temple type looking thing here. People can make offerings. Doesn't look like it's really being used. Oh, it is being used, yeah. There's a whole bunch of change in there. It's locked up for some reason though. I'm not really sure why. And clearly you can tell this area is very old. And then you have all the beautiful cherry blossoms just down there. Wow. It's quite magical seeing all of this. Even though a lot of it's gone already, but it still looks quite spectacular. Yeah, as you guys can see, a lot of the blossoms are pretty much done, but the ones down here actually look quite full. And then we're aiming to get basically down there. I don't really know what to expect. I haven't looked at too many of the pictures of this place. It just kind of came up when I was doing research, and I'm like, you know what? We're definitely going to check this out. It's a really unique spot. I'm not really 100% sure what this is. I would try and translate it, but it looks like a lot of it's faded. Huh. Alright, let's get into the main part here. And find where all these rows of statues, apparently there's a lot of them, so it sounds like there's flowing water down there. I could assure you right now, coming through here late at night is definitely going to be a bit spooky, but I'm in it for the thrill. Alright, what do we got here? Looks actually like quite a bit of a trail. Oh, I see them. Oh wow, there's tons of them. Whoa. Got a river going through here as well. That's cool. I was just at another one earlier and it was absolutely amazing. That video in particular is going to be on the vlog channel, so go and check that out, because I always do extra content that's mostly like travel related stuff. So when I'm on the road, I'm, you know, kind of documenting the other things that I'm seeing and doing apart from videos like this. And it's just kind of, we're all over the place. Like we still got just under 30 days left here in Japan, so you guys are going to see a ton of content. I love it here, and now I'm really very much enjoying doing a lot of the other areas that I was never able to do before, because we have so much more time to do them. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. It's a really, really old temple, apparently. I mean, I think the whole area altogether established in 1654 by the high priest Kokai. Wow. So it is Buddhist, it's not Shinto. I originally thought this place was going to be Shinto, but it is not. But yeah, these are them. So apparently, if you count them, one of them is missing, I can already tell. Yeah, literally the first one is missing. But imagine, these have been here for, what, almost 400 years at this point? They're quite creepy. But they did say count them, and sometimes you'll come up with different numbers, and apparently they'll move. Apparently they'll move and they'll like change position. I don't know if that's like a daytime thing or a nighttime thing, but honestly they're really cool to look at. Kind of spooky. This area feels kind of interesting. You definitely feel some different energy here. It doesn't really feel bad though, but we will see when we come back here late at night if the vibe kind of switches or changes. So I think this is just the first section. I think there might actually be more further down there. There's a lot of people kind of coming in and out, and what's kind of funny is that there's no signs that actually explain the context of hauntings. Obviously, that's probably just because they don't want to spook people out. There are a bunch of other locations as well rumored to be extremely haunted in this area, and we're going to try and get to them in the next 4 days, all one by one. I'm just trying to take all of this in. Yeah, I could definitely see a whole bunch more down there. Damn. Yeah, this feels like just a really special place. The water flowing, very high energy when there's water, that's for sure. That's one thing I've learned about paranormal. Alright, let's continue on. We don't got too much sunlight left, so let's use our time wisely. So I'm not counting right now, like I said, but later on we might just do that. Oh no, this one's broken. It's like missing... Oh, so the head is there, but it belongs to that. Somebody should grab the super glue and put him back on. I don't really think you can do that with rock. That's obviously a joke. I think there might have been one here at one point. I don't really know. We've got the hat. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of... I saw one that was kind of like this. It was near the famous Tokyo Tower. There was a temple that had a whole bunch of these, and it was kind of the same idea. And I just kind of stumbled across it. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that they do that. And now we're actually finding another one, but this one in particular has some kind of haunted history to it, which is very fascinating as well. I'm going to continue on further in. I'm going to see if there's any more of these statues as well. I don't exactly know how many there are, but there's quite a few so far. I do kind of find it fascinating that they call this place an abyss. There's definitely one that was missing from here. There's a lot of change. Maybe that's why there's more money there than any of the other ones. I think there's like a bridge. Yeah, there's like a little bridge back there. I don't know if there's any more of these, but at least we have a really cool view. The water here is like so blue. Look at that. Definitely reminds me of back home in British Columbia. I actually can't wait to go back, hopefully soon. So just to keep you guys updated, when I go back home, I don't know why there's so much like crap and fluff all over my camera, but when I get back home, that is what I'm anticipating doing, is heading back to British Columbia, doing a bunch of camping videos and more haunted spots, exploring more. There's just so much to see out there, so it's most likely what we're gonna do. I don't know for sure yet. I think there are more back here. Oh yeah, look at that, it keeps going. Whoa. Okay, now we definitely need to come back here. Like, it's beautiful, but it's also so freaking creepy. Oh wow. Look at that. I think we can go there too. Looks like a pretty dope spot. Oh yeah, there's like a little pathway down here. Really glad I came during the day. And I'm also really glad it's not raining yet. Oh damn. I think there used to be like a bell or something here. Whoa. This is amazing. Well, looks like we found the rest. The question is, can I go up there, or do we just go down this way? I'm actually not sure. Damn, there's literally so many of these. It's like, this is like literally one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of information here. If you want to read all this away, if you want to read all this, feel free to, pause it here, but it starts from Keegan Falls, and there's something interesting about that place, and it's also known to be very haunted, and we will actually get to that later on, but here's a little more information. The Bodhisattva Jizo, the guardian deity of children, and one of the most popular Buddhist deities in Japan. They can be found throughout Japan, most often along roadsides or in graveyards. Okay, well there's your backstory. Statues are a prayer for the peaceful repose of the souls of the dead and for their achievement of enlightenment. The Great Flood swept the Kanmangafuchi, washing away the Junji Temple and severely damaging most of the statues. Ever since time, visitors have noticed that their number seems to change when they try to count them. For this reason, they are sometimes called, oh, look at that, Bakejizo or Phantom Jizos. They actually do talk about the paranormal here. That's amazing. So there's a huge row, and then I can tell right at the end there that they kind of just abruptly stop. Like they just kind of up and vanished. There's one missing from here, but like there's a whole row of them that are all missing. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. So this one is missing his head, but the other ones are just completely missing altogether. It's quite eerie. And looks like it keeps going. Whoa, okay. So apparently there is a missing woman. She just disappeared on Sunday, 29th of July, and was last seen in the Nikko area. She's epileptic and every minute counts. That was in 2018. I don't know if they ever found her. Tiffany Varon. I might actually look that up later. Damn. There's this old thing. It kind of looks like an old, like a generator station. That's kind of cool. I don't know if they still use it, but it doesn't look like there's too much. Actually, no, there's quite a bit of water coming through. It looks much lower back there. That's why I said that. But apart from that, I'm not too sure like what's really even up here. Doesn't seem like there's an actual like temple, but like a big grand temple building. I guess the small one back there was pretty much it. But we'll see if there is by chance anything up here. I think it might just connect to the road. So this just appears to turn into a road, but there is something back here. I'm not 100% sure if this is all connected. Kind of looks like it might be a cemetery, actually. We'll see if we can go inside, though. For some reason, there's like... Oh, this is where those steps go. Okay. So we gotta actually go back in then. That's funny. Yeah, for some reason, my brain didn't process that those steps would have actually gone up into there. We definitely have to go take a look, especially if it's connected to the rest of this, but... Yeah, much later we will come back. I did kind of hurt my back a little bit. It feels okay right now, but I think what I'm going to go and do is probably go back to the hotel and sit in the hot water for a while in my personal onsen, which is really cool. Well, made my way back, and we're gonna go up these stairs because I think, whoa, almost literally lost my balance there. So yeah, we're gonna go up the stairs, and I think that's where the rest of those statues and the rest of this shrine actually is. Hopefully, anyway. There we go. I could have actually just walked down the street apparently, but it is here. I think this actually is a cemetery. Now imagine if the temple or the shrine area is almost 400 years old. I'm going to imagine that this probably is as well. Ooh, it's very eerie. It's also just very dark today, and the mossiness just kind of adds an eeriness to this. But it's really, really impressive actually. Wowee. Honestly, I'm just so impressed by Japanese cemeteries. Especially something like this, which is technically a Buddhist cemetery, so it's different. Look how old these are. Imagine this place holds the remains of people from 400 years ago almost. Wow. Got some flowers over there. Damn. What's wild too is just kind of looking at it and looking at all the vegetation in here, and there's just really like no color. It's just dark, old, and mossy. Wow. I don't think anybody's been buried here in a very long time. This one looks a little bit newer. Still aged, but newer than the rest of the other ones. Wow. This one seems to stand out a little bit. It seems like one of the tallest ones. It's got flowers. And also those pillars there as well. This one kind of too. And the one back there. Wowee. That is freaking cool. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do next. You know, one thing I've never actually tried to do, if I could find somewhere to kind of sit for a second. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're not even going to sit for this. But we're going to actually try and communicate maybe with somebody who's here in the cemetery and see if they have anything to say. I've never actually tried to do that. I was aiming to maybe do that at the one in Tokyo, but unfortunately, we just haven't had a chance to go back to that cemetery yet. I'll put my phone down here and we'll kind of just see what happens. It's just a little bit of a daytime experiment because I'm trying to figure out where to go next. I kind of have an idea. I'm probably going to do more spots tomorrow, but come back here tonight because this is just so interesting so far. And the only issue is that the other ones are a fair distance away, and I kind of want to see them first in daylight. Because there's like an entire route that I want to take. There's at least a good maybe 3 or 4 locations that we're going to do tomorrow all back to back. But since we are running out of daylight and it's about to start raining, we just won't be able to do it right now. But let's try this. If anybody's here and wants to communicate, you can communicate on this thing in my hand. It'll actually translate your language to mine. Put that there on the ground. And let's just see what happens. I'm gonna attempt.
Not required.
Not required? Do you mean that the device is not required to communicate with me? If that's the case, then you can speak now if you want. Hang on. I swear I literally just heard a voice. Was that you? Were you trying to talk to me? Maybe this device will be a little bit better.
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft? What the heck? What do you mean? Does somebody do witchcraft over here? That would be kind of creepy. I mean, I could see it as a possibility, but... Did somebody do witchcraft in here at some point? Is this place cursed? I mean, it is a possibility with the fact that there was a major flood here in the early 1900s that literally washed the main temple away. Is that why this place is cursed? Because somebody did something bad and that's why it flooded and destroyed your temple? Creepy. It's also creepy that there's literally no one else here. Like, no one else realizes there's stairs to come up here and check this place out. Nothing else to say? I mean, I'm going to come back later on and try and communicate with you guys again, if that's okay. Said something.
True.
True. Oh, wow. Wait. Are you saying it's true about the witchcraft and that's why it's cursed? I mean, that's kind of my hypothesis, if that's, you know, what happened here. Okay, well, I'm getting a little hungry. I think we'll come back and continue this afterwards. Damn, it feels good to do this kind of adventure. Get out of, you know, the darkest place on frickin' planet Earth, Aokigahara. That's kind of why I wanted to do this, because I knew it would be like a little bit different from just continually doing camping over and over and over again. But like I said, there are several other locations. We have a lake around here that is believed to be haunted by the yuri of people who've drowned. So that's crazy. We're going to do that tomorrow, daytime and nighttime. So there's going to be a lot of exploring, a lot of adventures on this channel and the vlog channel. Of course, go and subscribe there as well. But one of the ones that really caught my attention was this place called Kogan Falls, which is essentially what this river is connected to. The story behind that place is apparently there was a lot of people who, for lack of a better word, unalived themselves at the top of the waterfall. And a lot of people, even during the day, have said they've seen people at the base of the waterfall. Now, I've never been there, so I don't know if you can even walk down to the base of the waterfall. So seeing that might be a little bit questionable and troubling at the very least. But I'm hungry, so I'm going to go and get something to eat first. And then we'll come back here, maybe even a couple other spots. I don't really know. I'm just kind of going with the flow and seeing what ends up happening and what works out here. But yeah, I'll be back. Okay, that was really weird. I swear I just heard like a kid talking. There's no one around because it's about to start raining, so I think everybody's kind of hightailing it out of here. The weird part is I literally thought I heard like a kid talking down there. Like straight up talking in Japanese. I literally stopped because I just wanted to take a little bit of a break sitting on this rock. Hang on, let's go around to the other side. Dude, that was creepy. There ain't no one here. There's literally like not a person in sight right now. And you can't go down there, so I don't really understand why I was hearing what I was hearing. Couldn't exactly tell you what they said even. But it sounded as if they were almost like right down there. Wait. For a second I thought I heard it again. Let's stop and listen. Hello? Konnichiwa? Let's go back to this side, because that's basically where I was hearing it from. It was pretty much right about here. Oh, that was really weird. Okay, well, I don't know. Why is my light so freaking bright tonight? Alright guys, we are back at the abyss here, and do I have a story to tell you? It's nothing that happened directly to me. Well, sort of. It kind of relates to the voice that I potentially heard earlier today. So I did a little bit more research on this location. We're going to get to that in a few moments. I just kind of want to start walking on in. It has been raining. It's just kind of slowing down now. Honestly, I was almost ready to bail on this one. I'm like, no, I have to finish this video. We have to get a late night experience here. I'll probably add in another location tomorrow as well, because I know you guys like the extra long movie format videos that we've been doing. But let's do this one, because this one is just super intriguing, especially now that it's dark. It's probably going to be extra spooky, especially with all the statues and everything in here. And that's another thing we're going to do. We're going to probably count the statues, but I will do an overall count, and we'll see if we end up with like basically the same number on the way out, just to see if that story kind of, you know, comes to fruition. All right, it's time to start our little, I just got splashed by a massive raindrop, but so yeah, finally starting this late night adventure into here. This could get a little bit creepy, but I've been hearing a lot of different things, or finding out a lot of different things related to the paranormal in this particular location. Interestingly enough, apparently people hear whispers on the river, all sorts of things, black shadow figures by the statues. So keep your eyes and ears open if you guys hear anything that I don't seem to notice. Kind of just waiting for my eyeballs to correct. We could also run into snakes. I saw one earlier. I think it was just a rat snake, but it was just kind of like sitting on this trail that everybody was walking by. I wasn't sure if it was a viper or not, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a rat snake. Here's something down there. What is that? It literally almost sounds like someone whimpering. Which there is a story that's connected to this place. And it could potentially tie in. Man, it's so eerie, especially now that it rained. It's just like extra dark and gloomy. Okay, let's get a little bit closer to the temple area, and I'll see what happens. Okay, made it back to the entrance gate here. Man, it got a little cool. That is for sure. Man, the sound of that river just roaring down there is crazy. Ooh, this is a really eerie sight. Cool. I'm digging it. Just the vibe, man. Alright, well, let's start counting and see how many. Oh, there was like a pocket of hot air. Why does that happen all the time here in Japan? Usually in the haunted locations. I don't know why. It's just like overwhelming energy. But the question is, do I count the ones that are already missing? So like, for example, the first one, I guess not. I guess we'll try and just count the other ones. Whoa, that was creepy. I thought I saw something down there. They do say there's shadow figures. And anyway, let's start counting away and see how many there are. So we got 2, 3, 4. I guess we'll count that one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 in this first row. 20, 21, 22, 23. Holy crap, it's like all just flooding over here. It rained a lot. Wait, I just lost track. Shit. 20, 21, 22, 23, right? I think? Oh man, this is kind of nasty. Luckily my shoes are mostly waterproof. Okay, so we counted 23 up to this guy. I'm gonna count the last few here. 23, and then we got 24, 25, 26. Oh, there's more over here. The hell, I didn't even see those. Wait, hang on. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Is that one back there count? We'll count it because he's dressed. It's 28. That one's just a hat. I don't know why that one back there is really eerie. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. All the way down there, I think. Okay, so, I'm going to explain the weird story that we... What the hell was that? Literally just thought I heard a voice. Oh crap, I looked back. I'm not supposed to do that. So apparently there's a multitude of stories about the spirits in this place, or the energy. So for one, apparently they tell you, if you hear something behind you, don't look back, because that's the spirit testing you. Never heard that one before, so that's kind of an interesting take. The other thing, kind of in regards to that voice that I heard earlier, sounded childlike to me, but now that I think about it, it could have also potentially been a woman's voice. And the story about that is apparently a woman who lost her child came here to pray, and apparently the energy stuck around, and they say that I guess she prayed so hard that her energy still lingers in this place. I guess people hear crying, maybe somebody like kind of talking like a woman, which could have potentially been what we heard. And that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe somebody lost their child, or a child actually passed away here, which there's no documented proof of that happening. But you never know in an area like this, especially being 400 years old, you're not always going to have documented proof. It's kind of impossible to date it back to what might have happened, you know, all that time ago. Who knows? Sorry, I stopped recording and I swear I just heard something again back there. There's nothing there though. Yeah, I don't see anything. I also lost track of the numbers, but what I'm going to do, because I think I counted these already, what I'm going to do, because I know there's another set up ahead, I'm going to start the count over again. Shit, I might have actually miscounted. But I'll add it all together afterwards. I mean, we have it all recorded, but I do know, I thought there was 3. There's actually 4. I think we had 32, so we might have 33 in total on this side, and then I'll just add them to whatever's on the other side. We do got to be careful here because it's really slippery now. Ooh. Man, this place is a freaking vibe late at night. I never even realized that was there earlier. Huh. I guess it just kind of stands out more now that it's darker. Okay, where was the other set? What the heck? That was weird. I couldn't get my flashlight to turn up anymore. I don't know why. Odd. Okay, I'm just going to leave it off for now. Screw it. Just so I can hold the camera with 2 hands. Yeah, this place is a bit mysterious, to say the least. That's for sure. Alright, yeah, it looks really wet up there too. Okay. There's that little temple sort of thing. That might have been one of the buildings that got kind of washed away or destroyed from the flood. I'm trying to imagine like all the water just rising and just destroying a bunch of the stuff that was here, which is probably why so many of the statues are destroyed. Oh man, that was so creepy looking at that. Oh man. Okay. Okay, I just heard like a whisper or something. Hello? Get my flashlight. And that was definitely like a whisper, or I heard something. Alright, well, here's the next row of statues. Whoa. It just looks so eerie because it's so dark right now. Damn. Alright, let's watch our step. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll start continuing at that small little guy over there. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and then we got one missing here. Also, feel free to compare from earlier today if maybe there's a different number. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Alright, well we got 35 and I think it was what, 33 or 34, I don't remember exactly on the other side, but I'm gonna keep making my way through. Shit, I thought the rain stopped, but it's like picking up again. It's really annoying. You know what? Let's actually try the spirit box like right here. Let's try our trusty spirit box. We got a lot of really interesting responses in the forest. Can you tell me what's connected to these statues? I know they're supposed to be for children. Psychic. What?
You don't understand.
I don't understand. Hey, I'm gonna put my phone down because it's kind of hard to carry the camera and use this at the same time. The phone's gonna be all mossy and gross after. What don't I understand? You're telling me I don't understand something, but I'm trying to understand. This place is very intriguing. I know there's a lot of stories here of ghosts and yurei, and is there a connection to the waterfall up the stream? Can you tell me? Just keep that in my hand for now. You're telling me I don't understand. Can you tell me what I'm supposed to understand? I just find it so interesting that people put offerings at these ones too. Like, clearly these used to also be statues. I didn't count them because I don't know, should I? What the heck was that? I heard a weird ass noise, like a yip! Like just down that way. Whoa. Okay, that was like a metal ping or something. It sounded like it was behind me.
In the future.
Oh, excuse me. What is happening right now? What is it doing? Okay. It's like doing some weird, crazy, like, signal thing. Alright, let's go a little further in, and then, I guess we will turn around and make our way back after. Oh! That's something over there. That's a raccoon dog. He came out of freaking nowhere. Saw his eyes and I'm like, whoa. Hello, Mr. Raccoon Dog? That was a big boy. Damn. Actually, to be honest, I don't even really think there is a point in going up this way, because this just goes to like the generator station thing. Let's go back to where the steps were. We'll go back up to the top there and see what's going on over there. Okay, that was that noise again. What is that? Sounded like it came from down there. That was weird. Originally it sounded like it came from this direction. Maybe it was just a raccoon. Maybe he hit something. I feel like something's playing with me, like it's testing me. The only thing I could see is this, but how would that, unless something fell off a tree, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, my fingers are already starting to get cold and I didn't bring my gloves. Alright, I feel like something's messing with me. Making weird noises. You trying to get my attention? Trying to draw me where you want me to go? Well, I'm gonna go to the cemetery again. Maybe I'll encounter the weeping woman, if anything. Okay, well, so far I'm finding this place intriguing. Okay, now I just heard somebody speak again. Is somebody down there? I know there's like a spot where you can actually go down, which would be here, but there's no lights or anything, so. Whoa, what the fuck? Hang on. Okay, I legit just saw somebody down there. No way. Let me get my flashlight here. Like literally standing on those rocks right there. I swear I just saw a person. There ain't nobody friggin' down there though. Also, I probably shouldn't stand too close to the edge before I fall, but... Hello? Wait, maybe I can see better on the other side? Somebody down there? No, there ain't nobody down there. I wouldn't even know like how to go down there. That was weird. Dude, I swear I just saw an apparition. What? Okay. Well, that was interesting. Let me actually just make sure there's absolutely no one. I keep hearing a voice. No, there's definitely no one down there. That was weird. I don't know if it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, but I swear I saw someone like just standing there. Okay, off to the cemetery, I guess. I see a light down there. Might be somebody coming in. Yeah, I definitely see a light. I can't tell if it's coming from like the road or parking lot or if somebody's like actually coming in. Let me go around. Whoa. Okay. Am I losing it, or did that statue just f***ing move? Like, the first one all the way down there, I swear it looked like it moved for a second. That was trippy. This one right here. And there's definitely a light down there. It looks like it's moving. Might just be somebody coming through, I don't know. Or maybe somebody's coming through wondering what the hell I'm doing. Sir, did you just move? I swear, for a second, it literally looked like it turned. Oh, that was weird. We gotta be a little bit cautious on these stairs, because they look relatively slippery when wet. Okay, almost there. Oh my god, I just found a snake. What the hell? Dude, that thing is massive. Looks venomous too. Okay, pretty much back at the top here. This is more or less where we heard that talking. It sounded childlike. That's what it sounded like to me. Well, not we, because I didn't even have the camera rolling. I thought I heard something. I mean, who knows? There could have been a death here many years ago. It was undocumented. I guess we'll go into the cemetery area first. Might as well do that. Man, it's so dark over here. There's like literally no lights anywhere. Gotta be self-reliant. So I know this place is probably not as spooky as, you know, Aokigahara, but to me this was more of just a very intriguing place. And there's a whole bunch of them. There's a couple that are even more interesting in my opinion than this. I keep hearing somebody back there. What is that? Whoa. Yeah, it's definitely a very different vibe at night. That's for sure. Damn. Is there any yurei here? If you're wondering what that is, those are basically like, you know, lost souls that kind of just linger and stick around. So many spider webs. And of course it got on my hand. Trying to poke it away with my flashlight, but thought I heard something over here. Alright, well, this was cool. Coming back and doing this all at night as well. So far an interesting experience. You still got to go back down. Okay. Sounded like something just took a step behind me. Hello? Someone here? Huh. Okay. Yeah, legit sounded like a step, unless it was just a really heavy raindrop, but that sounded more like something else. Is there somebody here that I can't see? I don't know. I'm gonna go back over there after and we'll run the spirit box again. So I figured we might as well give them one last chance to communicate.
Console.
Console. Is someone trying to console someone? That's interesting. That kind of seems to tie in to the mother story. That's pretty wild. Is the mother who's grieving for their child here? I understand you lost a child. That must be terrible. I imagine that's probably the worst feeling in the world. Are you here with us right now? I really want to offer my condolences. The hell was that? Okay, that was not me, guys. I literally didn't even move. Shelf? That's like a weird, like, scrape noise. Okay, I swear I just heard something again. Oh, shit! What the hell? My light just went out. Okay, there's no way this battery's dead. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Crap, I can't even see. Hopefully this is in right. Dude, how the hell did the battery die that fast? Crap, and I only brought one spare. I don't understand how that bad. Did something just drain my battery? I still got my flashlight, so that's fine, but... Damn. That was creepy. Something just drained the battery on my light. Can you tell me what that was? Was that the mother? They do say she's got a lot of energy here. What was your child's name?
Flame.
Flame? Did you light a candle for them? Or maybe some incense? Was it a boy or a girl? What was that? I just heard what literally sounded almost like coins, like when you're holding a couple of coins in your hand, and it sounded like it literally came from back here. Okay, I might be getting somewhere here. I'm gonna leave in a few minutes because my hands are really cold and I'm running out of batteries for my light, apparently, which apparently you managed to completely drain, even though it was a freshly charged battery. Okay, I think that's just a car on the street. Last chance before I head out. Alright, well, thank you so much for your time. Alright, well, seeing as how... Something just moved back there. Seeing as how my battery is completely drained, so these are the big batteries. These literally, on a full charge, will last me usually like, I don't know, 8 to 10 hours on one charge. That was 20 minutes, or 30 minutes, or whatever, however long we've been here so far. So that's kind of interesting, and the fact that it said console, and it said rock. Why is it saying rock? Yes, everything is generally made out of rock over here. Alright, well, I'm going to head back down. We're going to count the statues again. And then I think I'm pretty much done for tonight. I'm going to call it an early one. I'm not camping out here because, I don't know, it just doesn't seem really all that appropriate. Plus it's all wet and raining and it's a little bit of a buzzkill. But we'll probably be doing that tomorrow somewhere else. Like I said, we got tons of other locations in this one particular area, and it's going to be really cool to document it all. Now for the treacherous climb back down. It's not actually that bad. I'm just over exaggerating, obviously, but it's there's no handrail, so the fact that it's wet, we could wipe out at any moment, so we gotta avoid that. But yeah, we'll see what happens down there. I'm gonna go back and basically count that row, and then that row, and then I think we're pretty much done here. Okay, I swear for a second, as I was coming down, I wasn't recording, because I'm running out of camera battery as well, but I swear that statue literally just moved, like, again. I don't know if it's just like the way the shadow from the light looks, but I could have sworn like the head looked like it turned to the right. That is hella creepy. It's the first time I've ever really heard of something like that. I'm sure it's, you know, not the first time in the world that something like that has kind of happened, but it's like these statues are coming to life. Wow. Alright, Mr. Statue, did you actually move? Ugh. It almost looks like it's crying. You guys see that? I mean, it does have like actual indentation, but it looks like there's two spots. I know it's obviously from the rain, it's just the way it landed. It literally looks as if he's crying. Wow. Creepy. Alright, time to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? Up to the itty bitty one. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I swear I just saw the statues move and look at me. Shit, I just lost track of where I was. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting really creeped out all of a sudden. I feel like these things are watching me. 17? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I think that's what we counted the first time. 35? Did I don't remember if I counted that one. I might have miscounted. Hang on. No, I swore I could have counted 34 the first time. I don't know, I'm kind of confused. Well, whatever, we'll figure it out afterwards, see if that actually happened, but I don't know why, it feels like when my eyes, I don't know how to explain this, but when my eyes avert away from the farther ones, like if I look here, I feel like that one suddenly turns its head and looks at me. I don't know if that's actually happening, but that's just what it feels like. And it's just a weird thing to kind of describe at the moment, but okay, let's go over to the other side. We'll do a little count, and I think that will be our cue to head on out of here. Oh yeah, I just remembered that this freaking area is basically like flooded. Okay, so starting out over here, we got exactly 4. Alright, well that's easy. Easy enough. Let's just try not to break a leg. So we got the 4 here. And then we got the rest over here. I felt like there was somebody behind me there for a second. don't know if I'm just tripping out, because this place is kind of creepy in the dark. Okay, we got 4, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that makes 12. And we got 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. See, I'm getting confused at some points because I feel like 18, some of them maybe I didn't count at first and now I'm counting them. This is a little frustrating. 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And 30. I don't think I counted that one. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. I don't know. I feel like I'm counting more all of a sudden. I mean, I could be, I have no idea. But okay, well that was fun, I guess. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for this area. The abyss here is freaking awesome, honestly. So far we've done a bunch of different locations here in Nikko, and they've all been like absolutely superb. Loving it for the history, the scenery. Honestly, something very, very special about this place. Reminds me a lot of Western Canada, a place that I really loved as well, apart from its politics, of course. But we are going to continue on tomorrow. We're going to do some more adventuring and exploring. Like I said, there's at least another minimum like 3 more haunted places out here with tons of great stories and history to it. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow morning.